Welcome back to Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. In this video, we are going to do some key points. Now, if you are in the same edition that I am, we are doing pages 32 through 38. If you're in a different edition, the first sentence of this section is, "It was a flaking 3-story house." The last sentence in this section is, "You've gone right by the corner where we turned for the firehouse." All right, so this is a really pivotal scene in the novel. The firemen arrive at the woman's house in the older part of town. They have busted open the doors and they are throwing the books down from the attic. And Montag is below. These books are like bombarding him from above. And he accidentally catches one in his hands. Let's look at exactly what the speaker says. We're going to skip around a little bit in this paragraph. "A book lit almost obediently in his hands. In all the rush and fervor, Montag had only an instant to read a line. He dropped the book. Immediately, another fell into his arms. Montag's hand closed like a mouth, crushed the book with wild devotion." So he catches the first book. It says he dropped the book. He catches the second book. Montag's hand closed like a mouth. So dropping the first book was a conscious decision. Grabbing the second book was not. The speaker says that Montag's hand moved of its own will. It moved of its own accord. It even says with an insanity of mindlessness. So that shows that not only was it impulsive, but that Montag has internalized these beliefs of the society. Anyone that would grab for a book must be insane. They must be disturbed. After Montag grabs the book and shoves it under his arm, he's very shocked and confused by his own actions. The text even says that he stared at his hand, he did not know what it was. So Montag wasn't planning to do this. He feels like his hand acted on his own. It wasn't a decision on his part. Now we could look at this a couple of different ways. First of all, we know he's been running on adrenaline. We've been seeing him do dangerous things at the beginning of the book. He's acting without thinking, acting without considering the consequences. So stealing the book could be in line with that behavior. Or we could look at him stealing the book as a survival instinct. It says his hand closed like a mouth around the book, almost like it's eating. It's a chewing motion, like the book is sustenance and it's necessary for his survival. We get a very interesting look at Captain Beatty in this scene. On the way back to the firehouse, Montag brings up what the woman in the house said, "Play the man, Master Ridley." Not only does Beatty know this quote, he knows who said it. He knows the history behind it. But immediately after he kind of tips his cards a bit there, he hedges things. He said, "Well, I'm full of bits and pieces. Fire captains have to be," saying, "I don't have a choice. I have to hold on to this stuff." However, I don't think that's true.